Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Skyrim. Kinlen and her two canine companions are here in the Whiterun Market. In the last episode, Jarl Balgriff requested that we take his axe to Jarl Ulfric in Wenhelm. Unfortunately, this is a harder task than it would appear to be on the surface, because Kinlen just spent the last few weeks undercover as a spy, pretending to be a Stormcloak, in front of Jarl Ulfric and his men and commanders. Therefore, she fears that she will be recognized and needs a disguise. And we have just the person in mind. Ah, there's one. Hello.
I ain't done nothing.
No, you haven't. But I am wondering if we might have but a quick word. And
Sure.
I'm going to quickly, before he wanders off, grab my make follower.
Or whatever.
Fine, that's good. And very quickly and quietly, Kinlen walks up to
What?
him.
Why are you looking?
And
That Heimsker's crazy. Him and his talk of Talos. Wish he'd just shut up.
well, he is very fond of the man that they call a god. I'm wondering if you might follow me momentarily. Just outside, I have a proposition which may prove very beneficial for both of us. Interested?
Lead on, then.
Well, then I will. You two stay here. Do not get into any trouble or bother the gods. As she walks, Kinlen talks over her shoulder. I've noticed that you were, a man of... There's a guard carrying an invisible torch. A man of action and one who decides his own fate, as it were. And I thought you would be just the man for the task. There is something in it for you, perhaps a little coin, if you're interested. Hello? As casually as she can, Kinlen walks back into this secluded area. And let's see if we can get him to come any closer. Nope. Okay, guess we'll do it here. Your name is Brynwyn. I am Kinlen of Solitude, and I need a small favor. I need your clothes. In exchange, I would be happy to give you something most suitable for the weather and for any particular mishaps you may get into. Do you agree?
I'm still here.
I'm glad that you're listening. Well, what I'll do is I will turn my back and you can remove your accoutrement, and I will give you something in exchange. So how we're going to do this, and I actually spent some time figuring out how to do this, and when I finally figured out how, and it kind of came together, I was very happy. At first I tried downloading a mod that would allow me to trade with any NPC, and whereas it does work, it doesn't allow the NPC to sell what they're wearing, which I suppose is logical, and literally take the clothes off your back. But then I realized, using amazing follower tweaks, which I've had since the very beginning of this Let's Play, using the enable outfit management will automatically redress the NPC with what they're wearing being outfit number 1, or their home outfit, and then you can dress them in city outfits or different things. So we're going to enable outfit management, and Brenuin here is going to suddenly redress, boom, and boom, and he'll put the same clothes back on, but those clothes will now be available in his inventory, whereas before they weren't. Then, the best way I found, what I was trying to do was to give him clothes and then have him put those clothes on, then take his, but I don't want him to remain a follower. So I discovered that if I go back down here to settings, and I don't want to do it right now because he'll walk away, but, and I reset the NPC, he will, well, let's actually do it the best way here. So let's
go.
Well, unfortunately, you will not be following me, though I'm sure you could be quite handy with that, bow and arrow should you need it, and consider that to be a gift from me. But as I mentioned, I need your clothes.
I'm still here.
So Brenuin takes off his ragged, dirty, disgusting, smelly clothes. Kinlen turns her back, and he undresses. And actually, I need to go into his inventory, not his backpack. Trade some things.
What do you need to take?
And we're going to take his ragged boots, his ragged cap, his ragged robes. We'll leave him with his nice little silver ring that he probably lifted off of somebody. And the role play is, we're playing this as if we gave him the hunting bow and the arrows as part of his little gift for doing this for us. And you might be wondering why Kinlen needs beggar clothes. Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. Now, having taken his clothing from him, we're going to go back to tweak options, and we're going to release him from our service. If we release him, I don't know what he would put on, but I found that because I didn't want him to be considered a follower of mine in the future at all, I just wanted to have him follow me for a moment, or follow Kinlen, I should say. We're going to reset him. When you reset him, a big pop-up comes up letting you know that he will be removed from AFT's management, which is what I wanted. I don't want, when I'm saying things about followers in future, for him to be included in that group. His original outfit will be restored. So I thought, okay, they'll give him another set of beggar clothes. No, actually what he gets is this. Bam! And at this point, Brenuin turns around in his new armor and looks happily at Kinlen. And Kinlen says, I hope you will find it to your liking. And then watches as he walks off without a word. Good. That should do it. I think a good layer of grime that will be gathered once we go through the sewers of solitude should make me almost recognizable to my former Stormcloak brothers and sisters. These clothes are disgusting. Kinlen looks them over. The shoes are wet and haven't been washed ever, and the feet that were in them haven't. The cap is disgusting. The robes smell horrible and have different stains of indeterminate origin. But to see if they fit, she gently takes off her clothes, making sure and hoping a guard doesn't come around the corner at any moment. She takes off her fine armor, knowing that, promising herself that she will tell her father that she will need extra pay for this. Now, completely unclothed, she slides the ragged, disgusting boots over her feet. They are a bit loose, but they will do. She ties the cap on her head, making sure to tuck her blonde strands in, and then pulls the ragged robes over her body, shuddering in disgust. Well, let's see how I look. She looks down at herself. Oh, Father will definitely be giving me extra coin in my pay packet this week. But I think I will pass as someone who has never seen a washcloth in her life, especially after a crawl through the sewers. I can't walk around right one like this. And so hurriedly and happily she puts her clothes back on. So these are the clothes that I was originally going to give him, which just happened to be the clothes that Miko ripped off the corpse of his former dead owner and companion and brought to Kinlen as his first display of love and devotion. And that's maybe 2 episodes ago now. Tying the scarf back around her shoulders, she makes sure she's back in fighting shape. Yes. And walks out, whistling nonchalantly by the guard. Oh, good evening. Oh, all my guards have invisible torches. That's not good. I'll have to fix that. I have no idea what's causing that problem. Now, to go to Maik and let him know what our plan is. I wonder if his friendship will be severely tested by a good crawl through the Solitude sewers. I do hope you two have not gotten into too much trouble. Scout, where's Miko? Scout looks up happily and barks. And we will get Scout to follow. And hopefully Miko will find his way. Now it is time to send some packages to Solitude and get some sleep.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Oh, there you are, Miko. Good. All of you may relax here. Do not get into too much trouble.
Good morning.
What's so good about it, huh?
Oh, well, good day.
Excuse me, Helga.
Did you lose your
no.
practice, Carlotta?
I'm sorry, Hulda.
I heard the gourmet's hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook?
Well, I am here because I'd like to open an Imperial mail account. I have some things to send back to Solitude.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
I think I will too. Let's see what we have here. A passbook has been added, a welcome note added, and something else it said there I missed. So this is our Imperial Mail passbook. This passbook is our account record and must be presented whenever I wish, or you wish, to send or collect a parcel or access your savings account. The cost to replace a lost or stolen passbook is 50 septims. Kinlen Tullius, account number 46163140. That's awesome. And we have 0 septims in our savings account. But we're going to be sending some things by Imperial Mail. The passbook was last updated at the Bannered Mare on Sundays, which is today. It will tell us that we have parcels wherever we have sent them. So this mod is a very neat way for you to roleplay becoming, when you become overburdened and you don't want to have to carry all that you've looted back to wherever your home is, your home base is, or wherever you are going next, or whatever. So, in this way, Kinlen can send things, and I'm also role-playing that this is how she sends her messages to her father. So, General Tullius. So she will send, messages of what's recently happened, the fact that she is now headed to Solitude, dressed as a beggar, or going to be dressed as a beggar, etc., etc. And it also allows her, when she picks up weapons that she's not going to use, or when she picks up better weapons, but she wants to keep her old ones for whatever reason, she can now do that and just send the other things along. When she goes to Solitude, the Imperial Mail Office, which is outside of the Blue Palace, or at the Winking Skeever, or any other inn in Skyrim, will have whatever it is that she has sent if she sent it to that particular place. We're going to send ours to the Winking Skeever because it's right next to her apartment in Solitude. This is a great mod. I highly recommend it. It's called Imperial Mail, and I'll show you its MCM menu. Let's see, what else? Oh, welcome to Imperial Mail. You can use your new account to send packages to taverns across Skyrim from numerous locations. To make your travels even more convenient, we also provide you access to your coin. Oh, and also the benefit of this is if you use a mod which gives your gold weight, then as you accrue gold, you will become, once again, over-encumbered and fill up your inventory. So this is a way for you to sock your gold away for building up saving up to build a house or whatever. This mod has also been recently updated, so it's up to date and shouldn't have any difficulty with functioning with other mods that I have read so far. Your passbook is your account record and must be presented whenever you wish to send or collect a parcel. So basically, I think you have to have your passbook in your inventory in order to get the menu item to send something. And what else was there? Gave us something else. Excuse me. Oh, we have to get our water skins filled. Oh. Nope. I thought it might have given us like a safe deposit key. I missed what the other thing was. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to send along this Iron War Axe of Denting. We're going to send along our old steel sword and use our new noble silver sword that we found at Fort Snowhawk.
Maybe. But you see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
So now we're going to use the Imperial Mail Services.
Of course.
And we're going to send a parcel. We could access a savings account, but to be honest, Kinlen is frequently almost out of coin. We're going to send it to the Winking Skeever, and it should open up, open up what we want to send. Perfect. Okay, we're going to send this steel sword, this Iron War Axe of Denting. The rest of the things we're going to keep, but carry in her pack. I think I might keep this face guard and mask for roleplay purposes. Don't really see any point in sending ahead any potions, nor food or ingredients. We'll send the Welcome to Imperial Mail, which we won't need. The Code of Malakath, we'll send ahead because we're going to use that later on for roleplay. And as you can see, we just have 643 gold, and that's it. That's all we need to send ahead. Now, you might say, well, Jessa, you didn't have any need to do that because the carry weight that you have is so low. But roleplay, roleplay, roleplay. So I did.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Maybe. Of course.
We're asking for a refill of water. And, I just noticed that my messages up here in the corner are very, very big.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Have been changed. The Imperial Mail mod, I think, has changed my messages in the upper corner. But I will change them back. So I told you I would show you the MCM menu for that particular mod. Because you'll see that it is configurable. I know how to spell. Imperial Mail. Here we go. Price settings here, you can change that. The price per pound for deliveries. And over here, it will tell you, for example, how much it would cost to send different items. 1 pound of item or 50 pounds of item. Different immersion settings. You can give gold weight here and set exactly how much weight. I'm not using that feature. The signs, and I'll show you, there's a sign outside of all the inns now, and there's one outside this inn as well, too. You can also work as a courier, which is neat. Pick up packages and take them to other places, and you get a bonus if you can get there in 24 hours. So, you know, if you want to role play as a courier or gathering other coin that way, this is a neat way to do it. So that's the Imperial Mail mod. Kinlen goes out and looks over the, over the inn. It would be nice to be able to rent a place here that has a bit more privacy. Kinlen enjoys the drumming. But I need to get an early start. We must make our way to Solitude tomorrow. Woo! Twirly, 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 twirly. Kinlen has been drinking, I guess.
Sadia, wake up there.
This part I can't stand. That when you get into bed, it calls the waitress to offer you something, and she will sit there all night long to offer you something. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're going to hear is, what do you want? Or what's on the menu or something like that.
You want a drink?
See? Told you. No, I don't want a flippin' drink.
See you around.
Starving, as usual, for breakfast, Kinlen looks at the wash basin wistfully, and then remembers. If I use that, I will not be dirty enough. I need to be completely filthy. So it looks like no warm wash down for me. Luckily, though, I can eat breakfast. Kinlen munches on her breakfast and at the same time rifles over her journal, updating it as per usual, as she does every morning, and enjoys some lightly stale food. Poor thing. She wants to save this tea for kind of keeping warm before going into the sewers, but she'll have one. And she also, as I'd mentioned, looks over her journal. Let's see if we have any points to add. Not very many. We're working on getting speech up, though. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. That's just one speech point. Not really worth it, but oh well. So, let's consult our watch. It's very early. A perfect time to get on the road. She whistles for her dogs, which I would do, except you should know that I cannot whistle to save my life. It's true, I can't. Maik, I trust you slept well. And I trust you two stayed out of trouble. And we're going to corral the gang. And it's time to go. Oh. No, I think I will have enough to last me until the Nightgate Inn. But let's see if she has any tea before I go. Good morning.
They say the college has been snooping around. Take a look.
She has wine. It doesn't look like there's any tea. Perhaps with luck, I will be able to find the...
Need anything else? Just let me know.
I will be able to find the Khajiit caravan, and they always have delicious tea. A perfect time to be out. I also need to check in on Hira and see how she is doing. You know, I believe I could use some gloves as well. I don't think the blacksmith's is open, but the next opportunity I have to order some gloves, I shall. My hands are a bit cold. Good morning. Ah, the torches are back. Maybe it was just a, I say hopefully, maybe it was just a little glitch. You never know. With Skyrim, oh gosh. All the things that I've seen in Skyrim. God.
Tools, wares, and weapons.
Ah,
All
perfect.
for sale at fair prices.
Kinlen jumps down nimbly. Ho there! A pleasant morning to you.
We are creatures of the desert. The north wind chills us to the bones.
It is not very much warmer for those of us who are used to a more northern climate. My name is Kinlen. Risat? Ah, it is a pleasure. What have you for sale? I'm hoping you have a tea. Something to warm the tummy on the road.
Take a look.
I shall. Yep, they always have at least one Khajiit caravan tea. And they always have moon sugar and a salt pile. And I'm always looking for stamina potions, because I just don't have enough. Let's see if they have some gloves in here too. Just on a... Yeah, no. Those are good for her, but they're not, and they're heavy armor, but they're not just plain old gloves. So nothing right now. Thank you, Risad. I hope to see you on the road.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Unfortunately, unless the warm
Goods
sands
and
and the
wares of all
sewers,
kinds, and
I
all
think
can
not.
be yours.
I can also do training with the Khajiit caravan and with other people, but there's just no money for it at the current moment. Ah, Hira. Hello, darling. How are you? And she offers Hira her breakfast, which is a lovely bag of oats with apples cut up in it. And Hira is a very happy horse and does not, is rather spoiled. So we're going to ride today. And I think we're going to listen to a book on the way. And the dogs will follow. And, oh, I just noticed Maik isn't following. Let's summon everybody. I thought I saw him behind me, but I don't see him. Let's see here. Tweak commands. I just wanted to make sure I have it favorited. I don't open my favorite menu very much here. So I want these. Oh, I know why it's not working. I cannot do it on the horse. That's why. Summoning is cool because it, as you can see, summons everybody. But once again, Mike isn't showing up. wonder what I could do about that. I may have to just do a quick fast travel and pick him up. Maybe he's flat out refused to go into the sewers. Okay, well, you know what? I think we will roleplay it as such. Kinlen walked into the down to the bar, and Maik let her know, and under no circumstances is he going to go crawl around in the sewers, and she could take the dogs, as they loved that sort of thing, crawling around in muck, and we'll just work it out that way. And of course, we're not going to walk the whole way there. We're going to trot. And I am going to take a moment to pause the game and load up a book for us to listen to. Because Kinlen has already walked this trail. She knows the way. So she's not going to do any backcountry. We're just going to try and get to Solitude and get back, and the dogs will be fine. They need the exercise. So I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back with you. Our book for today, whoops. You know, that's the thing. That's one of the things I don't like about the horses, is I stop like that, go like this, and then the minute I start again, you see that? It flips the camera around. Oops. And it's very, I don't know. Do you know what causes that? If you know what causes that and how I can stop it, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. So, today, our book of Long While Traveling that I will be reading to you is called Darkness. For those of you new to the channel, I do read Skyrim books. We're working our way through many of them. Kinlen calls a good morning to the guards and goes along her way. Stops to admire the incredible view. Oh, so good. But anyway, I read those books. I pre-record books, and then I just put them on in the background, and we'll listen to them as we go. Just to make listening to them a little bit easier, I think I'm going to try turning down the audio just a step or two. And I pause the book if anything exciting happens on the screen. Otherwise, we enjoy a book for our travels. So please, sit back and enjoy Darkest Darkness. Darkest Darkness by Anonymous. In Morrowind, both worshippers and sorcerers summon Lesser Daedra and Bound Daedra as servants and instruments. Most Daedric servants can be summoned by sorcerers only for very brief periods, within the most fragile and tenuous frameworks of command and binding. This fortunately limits their capacity for mischief, though in only a few minutes, most of these servants can do terrible harm to their summoners, as well as their enemies. Worshippers may bind Daedric servants to this plane through rituals and pacts. Such arrangements result in the Daedric servant remaining on this plane indefinitely, or at least until their bodily manifestations on this plane are destroyed, precipitating their supernatural essences back to oblivion. Whenever Daedra are encountered at Daedric ruins or in tombs, they are almost invariably long-term visitors to our plane. Likewise, lesser entities bound by their Daedric lords into weapons and armor may be summoned for brief periods or may persist indefinitely, so long as they are not destroyed and banished. The class of bound weapons and bound armors summoned by temple followers and conjurers are examples of short-term bindings. Daedric artifacts like Mehrunes' razor and the mask of Clavicus Vile are examples of long-term bindings. The Tribunal Temple of Morrowind has incorporated the veneration of Daedra as lesser spirits subservient to the immortal Almsevi, the triune godhead of Almalexia, Sotha Sil, and Vivek. Pausing for a moment because it looks like we have a fight up here and I'm not sure if we're about to... Uh-oh. Ah! Yes, we are about to get attacked. And I don't have... my weapons set. Yeah. I do not think you wish to do that. That would be most unwise! No mercy! I show mercy only to those who have shown it to me, and innocent people on the road. Only crying mercy when you are about to die. It is a weakling's way. One of the things you'll notice is that Kinlen rarely takes clothing off of an iron scimitar. Rarely takes clothing off of dead bodies. This iron scimitar might do well for Maik. Perhaps he might enjoy it. It would be fancy. She will take, as you can see, a weapon if she thinks it could be of use to herself or her companions, but she prefers to use her coin to buy things custom-made for her, rather than things that have been bloodied and are old and dirty and have holes in them from arrow bolts and, arrows and sword slashes. I mean, when you think about it, armor that a corpse is wearing would be pretty disgusting. But what she will do... Oh, this looks like it would do well. It says here, it petrifies. Maik may not have any aversion to using a sword that is already enchanted. I do not wish it. And this dagger as well. They're both very good. I'll take them both. But yeah, like I was saying, when you think about it, armor that's on a dead body has, at the very least have blood and sweat and, whatever bodily fluids, but also, it has cuts from the weapons that killed the body, So what she does is she will memorize the armor, write it down in her journal, do a quick sketch of it, and then she will take it to a blacksmith that she trusts and have him fit it for her. Using honed metal, I can order any armor in the game. So that's how I roleplay that. And I really enjoy doing it that way. It's much better than just snatching things off of bodies. Ridiculous. Okay, so let's watch the camera do that flip thing. Yep. Which way am I going? This way? See, I'm betwizzled. I think I see bodies on the road that way. I can't even tell. Which way are we going? Okay, yeah. All right, let's continue on with our book. These subordinate Daedra are divided into the good Daedra and the bad Daedra. The good Daedra have willingly submitted to the authority of Almsevi. The bad Daedra are rebels who defy Almsevi, treacherous kin who are more often adversaries than allies. The good Daedra are Boethia, Azura, and Mephala. The Hunger is a powerful and violent lesser Daedra associated with Boethia, father of plots, a sinuous, long-limbed, long-tailed creature with a beast-skulled head, noted for its paralyzing touch and its ability to disintegrate weapons and armor. The winged Twilight is a messenger of Azura, goddess of dusk and dawn. Winged Twilights resemble the feral harpies of the West, though the feminine aspects of the winged Twilights are more ravishing, and their long, sharp, hooked tails are immeasurably more deadly. Spider Daedra are the servants of Mephala, taking the form of spider humanoid centaurs, with a naked upper head, torso, and arms of human proportions, mounted on the 8 legs and armored carapace of a spider, a giant spider. Unfortunately, these Daedra are so fierce and irrational that they cannot be trusted to heed the commands of the spinner. As a consequence, few sorcerers are willing to either summon or bind such creatures in Morrowind. The bad Daedra are Mehrunes Dagon, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Molag Bal. 3 lesser Daedra are associated with Mehrunes Dagon, the agile and pesky scamp, the ferocious and beast-like clan Fear, and the noble and deadly Dremora. The crocodile-headed humanoid Daedra, called the Daedroth, is a servant of Molag Bal, and while the giant but dim-witted Ogrim is a servant of Malagath. Sheogorath's lesser Daedra, the Golden Saint, a half-clothed human female in appearance, is highly resistant to magic and a dangerous spellcaster. Another type of lesser Daedra often encountered in Morrowind is the Atronach, or elemental Daedra. Atronachs have no binding kinship or alignments with the Daedra lords, serving one realm or another at whim, shifting sides according to seduction, compulsion, or opportunity. And there we have it. Darkest Darkness, an overview of the Aedra and the Daedra.
Never should have come here.
What? Me? Oh, no! No, 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 no.
I've had enough of you.
Stay away from my hound! What are you doing? I have no wish to kill you, but I will! I just did. More! I am coming to aid you! I think it is you. I think. Oh!
That takes care of that.
That was a very brave move you just did.
Hey, watch what you're doing.
Someone, do something.
Fools are actually fighting.
Where? Are there more?
My money's on
The dogs are excited. Ah! The dogs know. They can hear. I'm afraid I think you guys may be able to take care of this matter on your own. But I do not want to let you be harmed in that... Let me take care of this! I am a trained fighter! Oh, no! No!
Victory is yours.
That's the last of them.
Oh, no. Oh, crap. Of course I want to reload, but... Damn. Damn. I don't know. How should I play this? You know, I was just looking at a mod today. I've been looking at it for, you know, off and on for a couple days, trying to determine whether I need it or not. It's called immersive speechcraft. One of the things that I noticed that it let you do today was to tell people to flee. And that would have been perfect right now. You know, we've had these talks before, haven't we? When we have had things happen that aren't meant to happen. Scout sits by the body, sniffing him, trying to determine whether he still lives. Scout, I think he is no longer. You know what I think I'm going to do, dear viewer? I think I am going to roleplay this out. Accidents happen in battle. That's that. I believe General Tullius would have taught his daughter that very, very well, and this was a pure accident. But we're definitely not going to leave these bodies here. No, no, no. We are going to give them a proper burial, which means that, and we're going to write it in our missive to General Tullius, but that means that I need to go and grab 2 mods. So I think I'm going to end this episode here on this sad note of having accidentally killed Codreer and Leffer. And he's the one who had just done that wonderful finishing move that you may have missed. I am very sorry. But apologies will do you no good where you are now. Wherever you are now. Whatever plane of oblivion you rest upon. But I will see you buried and your things taken care of. And this bandit, improperly buried. Maybe I'll just throw him in the river. I also need to make amends to your boss and perhaps find her more workers. I'm sorry. And Kinlen turns away and walks away. So yeah, I think I'm going to download the mod another mod I've been looking at called Bury Your Dead. Just want to make sure that it is stable enough to add to my mod list. And I'm also going to add an immersive speechcraft because I believe that was the best testament to whether I need that mod or not, because it would have been very nice to tell them to back down from fighting and let Kinlen take care of it. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, but an interesting episode that was, and I hope you found it so as well. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button below, and if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here in Skyrim in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching.